If you are in a relationship where you are most of the times the person that takes initiative to communicate, um, rethink their relationship. So I wanted to bring my story. Okay, this is a longer video, so if you want to scroll. So when I was younger, I was really, really insecure about myself, and I was really needed. I needed emotional fulfillment, and somehow, and I tried to get people's approval. I was always being the one reaching out, being the one caring for someone, And I attracted a lot of people that were egocentric, that were narcissistic, they had narcissistic traits because that that traits were also present in my own family. And when I had a friendship, I was really attached to them, and I always reached out, wanted to be to know how they were. I wanted to be there for them. I was the kind of friend that was always available anytime. And the fact is that with my spiritual awakening, I had to go through some really, really hardships, and some really deep pain caused by people that just didn't value me, didn't appreciate me, didn't and that turned me down, that really disappointed me on a deeper level. And I started to realize that I needed to acknowledge my worth, that I needed to improve my self worth, my self esteem, my self love. And especially this year was like a huge transformation shift in my perspective about relationships, because I made a promise to myself that if a person doesn't value me, they won't have a place to be in my life. Because I did a lot of healing, I did a lot of shadow work, I'm still doing, but I acknowledge what I bring up to any relationship. I acknowledge my worth. I acknowledge what I that I can improve somebody's life just by my presence. But I started to acknowledge that our relationship was not balanced because there was a lack of communication. And in the beginning, the communication was more frequently, and we also saw each other, and okay. But then, out of nowhere, uh, that person started to be more cold and uh, only send me a message like once in a while, and most of the times I had to reach out, and I was like, what is going on? This wasn't the person that I met. And it started to get me confused, anxiety, and things that I don't want to feel in relationships right now. And every time that person reached out to me, like when I was no longer giving that person that much attention, because I had a point of breakdown when I all the planets were working on my energy, and I said to that person like 3 months, like was 3 months, I didn't send a message, because the last time I did send a message, and the person didn't reply that message for 3 months, and I was like, you take 3 months to answer me a text message? Are you kidding me? uh, I deserve to be respected because I don't treat you like that. So I I was so mad. That person justified, like, I was so mad that I was 1 month without speaking to that person. Was it radical? Yes. Do I regret it? No, because I just longed so much to be really respected, and I understood now that the respect is earned. And the way you get to be respected is by you respecting yourself, by establishing boundaries, by being the example of the respect you want to receive from others. So that's what I've been doing. And then I reached out to that person. I told that I was really mad because the way I talked to her was really cold, really, really cold. And but then after that, I started to mirror the frequency that the communication was going. Like I sent a message, but if the person didn't send after, I would be with no contact. And the person started to send message more frequently. But every time it was like more like a month or 2 months, whatever. But then we had a conversation on the phone. And my spirit guides, which are really, really good to make people talk, even if they don't acknowledge that are exposing the truth. That person started to say that spent time on calling family, friends, uh, and also, going to the movies or whatever. And every time that person was away, the excuse I received was, "I'm so overwhelmed with work. I don't even have time to sleep well, whatever." And I was like, okay, now you're saying the opposite. So that's how I found out that, in fact, I wasn't being, there wasn't communication because that person was overwhelmed. No, it was because of a choice. I wasn't a priority to that person. So I I just got, okay, I understood now. So if you are going through something similar, read between the lines. Understand that if you want someone to value you, if you want someone to respect you, if you want someone to appreciate you, you have to take a step back. You have to show them and use that time and energy and dedication to improve your life. Stop going after people that don't prioritize you, that don't value you. Okay? I love you all. Bye.